Hello everyone and welcome to this webinar where I'm going to show you how to conquer your reliance on the OTAs and how to boost your direct bookings. But let's start off with your website. We've all been told that your website is your shopfront. We all know how important the design of your shop is to attract the guests. But what kind of shopkeeper are you? Let's delve into it. I want you to think about a scenario that I'm sure we have all been in. Imagine you've gone into a shop and you've seen something that you quite like, but you're really not sure. And then a couple of days later, or even the following day, you thought, you know what, I do want it. And you go back to the shop and you're looking around and you can't find it. So you go up to the shopkeeper number one, and you explain your situation, and the shopkeeper shrugs her shoulders and says, "Sorry, we don't have any left." How do you feel as the customer? Do you feel a bit angry that you left it that 1 day, 2 days, and you've missed it? Are you feeling dissatisfied and you're feeling a bit disappointed? That's shopkeeper number one. Or what if you go up to the shopkeeper and explain your situation and they say, "Let me check. Perhaps I can call around at the other shops too, and if they have it, I could get it sent over for you. Would you like that?" Now, as a customer, how do you feel? As a customer, you actually then feel looked after. You actually feel a bit grateful for the help. You appreciate the help. And overall, this is a much better customer experience. And this is shopkeeper number two. Or what if you walked into the shop and while you were looking around, the shopkeeper approaches you and says, "Can I help you? Are you looking for something in particular?" What a relief. I'm sure you're thinking, wow, this is going to save me time. Thank you. Point me in the direction of where this item is. So by this shopkeeper approaching you and offering help, this is an excellent service and makes the customer feel valued. This is shopkeeper number three. There are many opportunities now in this industry to list other people's properties on your website or to connect with other people's properties. But what does this make you now? You're not a shopkeeper anymore. You're a department store owner. And having a department store might be great. You might have a lot of inventory, and it might suit those shoppers who just want to look around, but it can be overwhelming for others. And what if the other items that the customers are buying are actually not yours? This is shopkeeper number four, the department store owner. So think back on these scenarios that you've just visualized. As a customer, when someone offered you help, how did you feel? There's a sense of being valued when someone offers you assistance. It also increases trust and loyalty to that person who helped you. It reduces stress and anxiety. If you're looking for something in particular and someone is offering you help, it reduces the stress. It also enhances mood and positivity. Wow, someone is offering to help you. That is a mood enhancer. As a property manager, we have the same choices when it comes to guest inquiries. If we don't have availability or we don't have an amenity, or even thinking about your website visitors. So what sort of shopkeeper are you? Do you say, "Sorry, I can't help"? Do you refer them to another property manager? Are you proactive and offer to help them? Or do you just give them more to choose from? How do you want your guests to feel? How did you feel as that customer in those scenarios? You can make your guest feel the same way. So thinking about those shopkeepers, let's apply that to being a property manager. If you have a guest that you can't help and you turn them away, that is shopkeeper number one, you've lost that guest. Shopkeeper number 2 and 3 that offers assistance are the ones that are referring these guests. Remember that by referring, it's assisting the guest to find something, and that's going to increase trust and loyalty with you. Referring a guest is not losing a guest. That's actually going to reinforce a relationship with that guest. And referring a guest means keeping them in a trusted network. That's about keeping that guest off the OTA. Let's take a look at your shop. Are the majority of your bookings coming from the OTAs? This means you're a dependent business. You depend on the OTAs. This means the OTAs have all the control. Or are you getting direct bookings? This means you're an independent business. You run bookings your way. The guest is yours. Guest referrals also sit in with direct bookings. It means you're an independent business. You run things your way. And the combination of direct bookings and guest referrals solidifies you as an independent business, and these should outweigh the bookings that you get from OTAs. And let's think about the OTAs for a moment. What do the OTAs have that we don't? Well, they have a lot of inventory. They have millions of listings. They have huge marketing budgets in the millions and billions. And trust. There's a lot of social proof. They spend a lot of money on branding, and there's a lot of community engagement. But what about if we all collaborated with each other? What if we created our own OTA? If we, on one platform, could bring all of our properties together, well, that would be a lot of listings. Everyone doing their own marketing combined is a pretty large marketing budget. And trust. Well, if we are all working on trust for our own businesses, that is only strengthened and magnified when we all work together. By pooling all of our resources together, we can create an independent, property manager-driven OTA that still delivers direct bookings. And what is this property manager-driven OTA called? It's called Have You Got? There are two parts to Have You Got. It is a listing site, guest-facing booking platform, much like the other OTAs. But the second part is it's a referral network. It's an automated referral infrastructure that helps you easily become shopkeeper number 2 or 3. It is the first professionally ID verified global network of property managers. This allows you to feel comfortable to refer within the network, knowing that there are no scammers in this network. You can earn commission for referral bookings. Referral links are live for 6 months, and you can refer your guests to any location in the network. This is truly a pro property manager OTA. If we are going to decrease our reliance on the OTAs, then we must build ours. This is why you need to list on Have You Got. You will be part of the first professionally verified and trusted global network of property managers. Every booking you receive from Have You Got is a direct booking. You will get all the guest details, you handle the guest communications, you take the payments, the booking is yours. You also benefit from bookings from other property managers' referrals, so that's additional direct bookings. Plus, you earn commission for sharing your referrals. If we share the inventory, share the marketing power, and build trust together, we can really build a property manager-driven OTA. Whether the guest has booked on Have You Got or is referred through the Have You Got network, there are benefits for both the guest and the property manager. We can build guest confidence through this ID verified network and knowing that the guest is going to be helped whether they book with you or they're referred through to another property manager. They know they're going to be helped. Trust scales through collaboration. Offering that help builds trust. Have You Got can be a powerful alternative to OTAs, showing that we care and are helpful to the guests. What other OTA does that? So if you've been hesitating referring your guests, let's look how it helps you as a property manager. You can turn lost bookings or even your website visitors into revenue. This builds goodwill with your guests. It strengthens the guest loyalty and trust with you. And it lowers dependency on the OTAs. You have more control and more connection when you've got a referral booking coming to you. And you can also, remember, earn revenue when you share that guest. It's a win-win-win scenario. And from the guest perspective, how do you think they're going to feel? Remember the shopkeeper scenario at the beginning when you were a customer? Guests are going to look at you as a trusted advisor. You're helping them. You don't have to, but you have offered them help. They will remember this service even if they don't stay with you this time. They are more likely to return to you and refer friends to you because you were so helpful. And what do guests say when they've been helped like this? You didn't have to do this for us and you went out of your way to help us. Thank you. Gail, I want to thank you very much for passing me on to Paula. We were able to book through her. I will not forget your kindness and certainly contact you again. Thank you so much, Gail, for forwarding my request to your colleague. So grateful for your help. So how are property managers doing guest referrals now? Well, some pick up the phone and call the local property managers in the area, but how much time does that take? Others have a WhatsApp group, but that's a bit time-consuming, typing in all the details. It doesn't look very professional to the guest. And also, again, guest privacy. How is that maintained? Or there's Have You Got. It was designed to make this process quick and seamless, and it maintains the guest privacy. I'm guessing that when you think about guest referrals, it's only about those guests that you can't accommodate. But you're missing out on all of those website visitors that you have. Do you know your conversion rate? How many people land on your website and actually book? Could you help them? They're coming into your shop, but you're not offering them any help. Create an exit intent pop-up. This can capture those website visitors when they're leaving. If they didn't find what they're looking for, perhaps you can still help them. Or what about just a button on your website that says, "Where are you going to next?" This is something you could also share with your return guests. And this is a button that explains that you are part of a trusted global network and you can help your guests find accommodation in other parts of the network. Again, you're offering help not only to the guests that you can't accommodate, but you can also offer help to every person that lands on your website. Sharing a referral has never been easier. On Have You Got, there are 3 ways to share this guest referral, and it depends on the level of service you want to offer this guest. Option 1 is a concierge-style service where you gather the guest information for their ideal stay, and once you hit submit, the guest gets an email with all the appropriate properties that match the criteria for their ideal stay. Option 2 is where you simply enter the guest name and their email, and the guest will receive the form to fill in for their ideal stay. The guest details are not shared with anyone until they book, and only the successful property manager will then get the guest details. These are not shared prior. Or number 3, option 3, the easiest way is to simply share your referral link. On Have You Got, you can share the global referral link that takes the guest to haveyougot.com, or if you want to send them a specific search or even a specific listing or blog post, you can generate a referral URL now on your dashboard and simply share the link that you create. The referral links are live for 6 months, and if the guest clicks that link again, it's a fresh start on the 6 months. So how is Have You Got different? Have You Got as a platform is a trust-based, ID-verified global network. There are no scammers in the Have You Got network. By taking bookings and then sharing guest referrals through Have You Got, it keeps the guests off the OTAs and it gives other property managers direct bookings. And it creates a win-win for property managers and guests. Property managers get direct bookings and guests get assistance and help. So instead of charging property managers fees and dictating policies and owning the guest, Have You Got keeps the guest relations in your hands. You have complete control of the booking. And let's not forget, for every booking on Have You Got, the guest gets 15 trees planted in their name. That is an industry first. So, which shopkeeper are you? Which shopkeeper will you be? Let's keep all of our bookings within our own OTA. I hope that I have helped you see guest referrals in a different light. Have You Got is a quick, easy, and automated guest referral infrastructure. Sign up today via the QR code, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn. If you're feeling social, you can give Have You Got a follow on Instagram or TikTok. And if you want to get in touch or have any questions, please email me at connect@haveyougot.com. Thank you very, very much for your time.